Let me jump in here. What's up, guys? Happy New Year. It is 2024, January 8th, Monday. Man, these 8 days have passed by super fast, huh? It's crazy. Today, I want to talk about the digitization of the Rio Grande Valley. Now, I'm not sure if you all know this, but there is what is called the Texas Digital Opportunity Plan, and this has been set forth by Texas. Now, what it does, it's specifically for the technology development, digital opportunities, and economic growth, focusing on aspects of the digital infrastructure. So that's a mouthful, right? This just means that Texas, the state of Texas, is investing a ton of money into the internet infrastructure to connect the Rio Grande Valley, and specifically Hidalgo County. Now, if you think about that, I saw an article on LinkedIn, and Alonso Cantu was there. And the reason why you have these huge business magnates investing so much into the infrastructure of the internet here in the Rio Grande Valley is because they know that it's an integral part of the Rio Grande Valley and how it works, especially with commerce across Mexico and here in the Hidalgo County and the whole Rio Grande Valley, since we're a border town. Now, the digitization of the Rio Grande Valley is going to come fast because you're going to start seeing a lot of businesses digitize their business front. And that just means that the people that have like brick and mortar buildings, they're also going to start dabbling in the digital infrastructure. And this is a huge opportunity for Rio Grande Valley businesses, specifically in Hidalgo County, because they're preferencing Hidalgo County. Like, I'm not sure if you saw that there are a lot of numbers that came out for the unemployment here in the Rio Grande Valley. Starr County has an 8% unemployment rate. Willacy County has a 5.8 unemployment rate. Hidalgo County has a 5.3 unemployment rate. Cameron County has a 4.7 unemployment rate. And just for number wise, in Hidalgo County, that's about 20,000 people that are unemployed. And Cameron County, that's about another 20,000 people. And in Willacy County, that's about 7,000. And in Starr County, that's about 2,000 people. So there's a lot of unemployment going on, but it's getting better. But you'll start to see that there's a huge digital disconnect here. A lot of people can't get onto the internet. They don't have internet connection. So you're going to start seeing that these workforces and all this stuff that are going to start digitizing, it's going to start bringing in more jobs, which is good for the Rio Grande Valley because we need it. And the great thing about this is, if you're a business in the Rio Grande Valley, specifically in Hidalgo County, like I said, because it is being preferenced for Hidalgo County, you stand a great opportunity to be able to get market share. And how you do that is through the digitization, and that is through the internet. And one of those ways is through social media. And you know, obviously, that if you have a social media following, that you can create a lot of business for your business. And nothing has been proven more than local businesses going viral or getting people into their doors using social media. And you'll start seeing the gap closing more and more with marketing, because marketing just doesn't reach as many people as it used to. And come in advertising. Advertising works really well because the difference between marketing and advertising is marketing is goodwill. You're putting out content, you're educating, you're informing, you're entertaining your people, right? But this takes a while, right? So simultaneously, you can be advertising, and the advertising aspect is immediate results. Like, it's kind of like you're printing customers, and this is a great thing about advertising, because advertising on social media, where everybody is hanging out already, is a huge advantage. Now, think about that. You're pushing out content marketing. I push out content every day, and maybe I got 6 viewers, 7 viewers right now. But if I push advertising behind it, now I'm reaching multiples of thousands more. And with social media advertising, they're most likely interested in what I'm pushing out. So that's the difference between marketing and advertising. But you can start to see that we're starting to move into a more of a digitization of the Rio Grande Valley. And this is a huge opportunity, because I've been talking about social media marketing since 2015, and people are barely starting to get onto it. Now, one of the perfect examples of this is my buddy Jesse De Leon with MexicanImports.com. I remember I interned for him maybe 2015, 2016 for like 3 months. And he was already pretty much exclusive online. And this guy sells all over the world. So he's down the street over here in, I believe, in Far. But it's a cool thing to see that it takes a while for the Rio Grande Valley to catch up with certain things, and now you're going to start to see a lot of this stuff come up. And the digitization of the Rio Grande Valley means that it's going to enhance all the digital connection of the Rio Grande Valley, which means the Rio Grande Valley is going to start to be even more. How do I say that? I'm getting mixed up with my words. It's going to start to get more known, right, in the world. And one of the things that you've already seen is with SpaceX is that now the Rio Grande Valley is on a national. Everybody can see where the Rio Grande Valley is now, and everybody's seen that the Rio Grande Valley is a beautiful place to come, a cheap place to come, a cheap place to live, a cheap place to buy land and invest in your business here. So the few things that this enhanced digital connection in the Rio Grande Valley will do is it's going to improve access to markets. Now, a lot of businesses here in the Rio Grande Valley only serve the Rio Grande Valley, but imagine when you become a digital storefront and now you can sell across the world. Now that opens up huge markets, and it also helps with data-driven decision making. Now, so the cool thing about this is now, especially with advertising, you get a lot of data back. And the cool thing about it is you always use what works and you throw out what doesn't, and then you rinse and repeat and you test it over and over and over again. And this is a cool thing about data-driven decision making. And it also enhances the customer experience. Now, think about that. Like when you have people walk into your storefront, somebody complains, and then that one-on-one conversation with the employee, that happens, right? I used to work at Dairy Queen for many years, and people complain. They complain everywhere. That's just how it is, right? But now you're able to have your digital storefront, and you can have an enhanced customer experience, because at this point now you're educating them a little bit more, you're informing them a little bit more about your business. So before they go into your business, they kind of already know what to expect, right? So it enhances your customer experience, and this is what you want, because if you have customers and you have a good customer experience, you're probably going to go back to that business over and over and over and again. So that's why it's so important to take care of your customers. Now, the customer always isn't right? But an enhanced customer experience, especially online, helps tremendously with your brand recognition. And this is also going to help with remote work and collaboration. Now, you think about that, a lot of people are starting to move down from the United States into the Rio Grande Valley, and a lot of them have they have more of a tech background, they have more of skills, you could say, right? But now this is going to offer like businesses here that people are working with that have skills, specifically here in the Rio Grande Valley, is to be able to work remotely. Now I can work with Stark County right down the street, right? Like this digital connection connects me to Stark County right away. And that's something very interesting to take note of, right? And another thing that it does is it allows for digital marketing and social media engagement. Now, social media obviously is a very powerful tool. Like you see a lot of people using this stuff for free, right? And the cool thing about it is you just pop onto social media and tell everybody what you're thinking, especially if you're a business. Facebook and Instagram have been giving preference to businesses lately because they want to be able to push their business out. And they know that if more businesses come onto the platform, they get more advertising dollars, which is the working model for Facebook and Instagram advertising. It's also going to allow with innovation and new business models. Like you think about the low unemployment rate in Stark County, like they don't have very many jobs, right, available. So this is going to open up the door to be able to invite more business-friendly, tech-friendly businesses into the area, which in turn can start working remotely across the Rio Grande Valley, across the world. Like this is the digitization of the Rio Grande Valley that's coming. And it's also going to be help with cost efficiency and scalability. Now, you think about that. It takes a lot of money to run a business, especially you got to buy office supplies. Like that stuff gets very expensive. Just think about that. Like when these places like your AT&T and stuff like that, they move to email only. Like that's for a reason, because they're spending a ton of money on office supplies. Like this stuff, the digitization of the Rio Grande Valley is going to help get that scalability and efficiency for business owners, so they don't have to really just send out letters anymore. Like that stuff gets really expensive. You think about that, like you pay your water bill, you pay your electricity bill, all that paper that's going out to every single resident across the Rio Grande Valley, like that costs money. So This is going to help with cost efficiency and scalability. And it's also going to help with resilience and agility. Now, this is important because no longer is the business owner stuck and going outside and holding up a sign like, hey, come in and find us, and this is what we have on special today. Now with these things that you can, the digitization of social media and the Rio Grande Valley, is that you can reach more people because the digital divide's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That means more people are coming onto the internet, and most likely those people are going to be on Facebook. Like if you're from the Rio Grande Valley, your customers are on Facebook. I don't know anybody here that isn't using Facebook or Instagram. That's the crazy part. Like your customers are on social media. So if your marketing is not working, consider advertising. And the whole traditional model of like the billboards and TV and radio, they possibly work, right? But I'm very partial to social media advertising because I get all the data on the back end. I have a lot of good information saying that this truly does work. And with all of my clients, they're all getting results. So the positive reinforcement coming back is telling me that it works. So in the future, 2024, you're going to see a huge digitization of the Rio Grande Valley business sector. Like it's going to come fast, and you're going to start seeing that a lot more people are going to be able to chat with their businesses that are here in the Rio Grande Valley, and those businesses will have an opportunity to build their relationship. And if you take market share right now, you start putting in the strategy for the next year to be able to get as many eyeballs as possible and keep them. You stay consistent, you stay in front of them, you'll be able to have the best opportunity to get that market share before somebody else or your competition comes in and then they scoop up that market share. So think about that. The digitization of the Rio Grande Valley is here. And the Texas Digital Opportunity Plan is going to help facilitate that. And it's going to facilitate it fast because you're seeing a lot of infrastructure from the internet happening right now, and it's already starting to get deployed. It's literally like a plug and then boom, internet speeds boost. So a lot of businesses are going to come in. You're going to have a lot of digital area that you're going to have a lot of the opportunities to compete in the digital space. And I think for any business that's in the Rio Grande Valley, figuring out how to get that market share, how to get those eyeballs is going to help you stay in business in 2024 and on. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. I hope you all have a good day. I will see you all next time.